Gerard PK cheating on her has broken YouTube records. The video, Out of Your League, has been watched more than 63 million times. That was in a 24-hour period, making it the most watched Latin song in that period. She separated from him in 2022 after more than 10 years together. Just a little bit of history and context for you. History and context is what we need now. Another income probably. Concentrate, because the Bank of England have announced that it will raise interest rates to 4% in another attempt to stem high prices. The increase in borrowing costs from 3.5 is the 10th in a row, and it takes the rate to the highest since 2008. Now, those of you of a particular age, you go, oh, Ed, what are you talking about? Oh, I remember when it was 15%, whatever it is. But it hasn't been that for a long time, has it? It's been historically low, and it's been low for so long that I think there are a number of people who think that that's what it is. The rise will take mortgage payments for some homeowners and those with loans at a time when many people are already struggling. It will take it through the roof. Probably got examples of what it might mean, but certainly I'm like you, if you've got a mortgage, and I'm watching to see what that means when it comes off of the rate that the Chancellor in my house, Mrs. Nestor, has put it on. It should benefit savers though. My mum's never unhappy about things like this because she's a saver, and of course it has been rubbish for savers, this low interest rate, hasn't it? Ripon Ray, also known as your Dr. Depp, joins me now. You got a job to do, Ripon.
Eddie, you're right. The job is immense, but you can understand.
Yeah, just the sorry get wrapped around it and everything.
Yeah, the spice tins all they come from India. It's our own spice tin, like manufactured for us.
Did you design it then?
Yes.
Because it's quite heavy, isn't it? You can buy them.
And buy it.
So they only go on the top shelf of this one. So what is so dangerous?
It's 4% after years of it being under 1%. I mean, how has that affected your industry, all these rises?
I think there's 2 points there. I think we've all become accustomed to the base rate increase. As you said, this is the 10th time in a row. I don't think too many people necessarily understand the impact of what that does to the mortgage. So those who are on a fixed rate mortgage are going to be unaffected at this point. If their product's coming up for review in the next 12 months, they may see a sharp increase in their interest rate purely because the lenders will price that in, of course. But we've also seen the housing market, the up and down, peaks and flows. I think January is probably one of our busiest months that we've had in the last 4 or 5 months. I think the announcement, which feels way back when Kwasi stood up and gave his speech.
The maxi budget, yeah.
Exactly that. I think that was the biggest impact. I think that caused shockwaves across the market, and quite a knee-jerk reaction from quite a few of the lenders where they built in sort of expected risk. But I think monitoring the likes of the swap rates, i.e. the cost of the borrowing to the lenders, that's been coming down quite considerably and quite consistently since that mini budget. So the actual, I suppose, contrary to belief, the actual interest rates, the fixed rates, have been coming down since then. It's not as if they've continued increasing in line with these Bank of England base rates. I think October time we were seeing rates up in the 6% for fixed rate products, and now they're back down into the 4s. I think the market, as I say, I think the market has changed with regards to those out looking, but I do think people are coming accustomed to paying somewhat more for their mortgage compared to what they may have been if they were looking back in, say, March time last year.
And they're already talking, I know you've already factored in this increase, but they're already talking about going up again next month, Joseph. That's just early predictions, so you've got to start factoring all that in. Yeah.
Exactly that, you do. The Monetary Policy Committee release a report, I think it's every 3 months, and we was looking at the November report, and the impact on the November report compared to the one in August was significant. The August report suggested that there would be base rate increases, but not so much as what we're now seeing, where the November report's gone the complete other way and seems to factor in some significant increases. But as you say, I think there may be potential increases on the horizon, and I suppose it depends on how the lender reacts to that, and whether they choose to increase their rates and price that in, or whether we are talking about variable products who are going to see the biggest impact across the board.
We'll leave it there. Thank you for chatting so quickly to me, Joseph Stone, MD of Clearview Mortgages, based in Thaden Boys. Just to tell you some other things, the Bank of England have said after raising the interest rate up to 4%, they've said the immediate recession should be milder and shorter than previously expected as energy prices fall. And it is anticipated perhaps that interest rates will not rise as high as previously expected. That picture is reinforced by the bank's decision, and they've raised official interest rates to 4%, but they have removed hints that it might go much higher, so we'll wait and see. The UK domestic inflationary pressures have been firmer than expected, the Monetary Policy Committee has said. The labour market remains tight, and domestic price and wage pressures have been stronger than expected, suggesting risks of greater persistence in underlying inflation. It was about January 2008, 2009, when we're up at nearly 6%, and we're now up to 4% once again. But the UK is set to enter recession this year, but will be shorter than previously thought, according to the Bank of England. But those interest rates are now 4%. It's nice to speak to someone who deals with mortgages on the day that the interest rates go up. I was expecting, what are we going to do? But they're well ahead of the curve. They're well ahead of the curve. I'm not sure my mortgage firm would ever be like, would ever have planned ahead like that. Anyway, I'll stick to radio. A132 southbound from Cranfield Park Road to the A127. We've got slow traffic due to a lane closure in the roadworks area there. It's dying down a bit, but as we move into the afternoon, and if you're using that the A132 down to the A127, you will hit those roadworks. A127 quite busy around by Priory Park, not helped by the roadworks on Manners Way southbound in Rochford as well. Other than that, there isn't too much to talk about really. Just A12, bit heavy in places, northbound around by Kelvedon. I can see some slow traffic through there. And the London Road between Copford and Stanway, we've got the roadworks there as well. So that is causing delays. Your next update's at 12:45.
The Make a Difference Awards. Everyday acts of kindness make a huge difference to people in our community.
She's a very special lady.
There's so many people that have gone to make the success that we've got.
We delivered all the prescriptions for the village for about 3 months.
We want to honour and recognise those who make a difference where we live.
Make a difference.
For a full list of categories and details of how to nominate someone, go to bbc.co.uk/make-a-difference, where you can also see
GPS connected.